Hey, what's cooking, Jay?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Gunther's Kitchen. Today we're having a little refresher course for how to make beautiful gnocchi, and they are stress-free. They are easy to make and you get the most beautiful product. So stick around and hope you enjoy the little video. Okay, let's just recap our gnocchis again. So what I did, as you probably know by now, I cooked my potatoes in the microwave. So I've got a kilo of potatoes here and they've been 9 minutes in the microwave. They've been peeled before. So now what we do now is we take the glad wrap off. As you can see, the steam is coming off. That's all moisture. You want to get rid of the moisture. So we put this back in the microwave for another minute. So that means we getting rid of excess water, liquid. So that means that the butter and the egg yolk and the flour will make the dough nice and dry. Okay, as you can see, they're very hot. So now let's put them into the machine. And we let the machine run on slow speed, until the potatoes have broken down a bit. Then we increase it to make a mash before we put anything else in. It has to be a smooth puree that avoids you putting it through a press or grating it, all that. I believe that we bought those machines, so we might as well use them. And cooking is supposed to be easy, fun, not a torture. So, you know, if it's easy for you to do and you get a beautiful result, that's a good result for me. Now we're adding some salt, we're adding some nutmeg, just a little. We're adding our butter. We're adding our egg yolk. You can use a whole egg if you like. I use sometimes a whole egg. And then we start adding our flour. We just make sure it's on small little speed, slow speed. Now the flour always depends on the wetness of your potatoes. Yeah? So the recipe is in the attachment, or you can just look up our previous gnocchis we have made. But yeah, just be aware, sometimes it takes a bit less flour, sometimes it's the right amount, sometimes you need a bit more. When you use less flour, they become really like little clouds, little pillows. And that's it. Our gnocchi dough is ready. Now we're taking it out on the bench and we're finishing it on the bench. Okay, so now let's take our dough out. Beautiful dough. Just we knead it through a bit and cut it into 4. And then we start rolling it out, and we cut it like that. You can put 2 next to each other, but you can just do it like this, and you can cut them all like that. And we do all of them the same. Okay, so while I'm doing the last one, I turned the water on. So the water is boiling, and there's enough salt in there. Done. Beautiful. Very easy. Of course, you can use a piping bag. In the previous video, I've used a piping bag, and you just go with the piping bag and cut it. Piping bag and cut it with the knife. Same result. Sometimes a bit quicker with the piping bag if you've got a big amount to make. For a commercial kitchen, sometimes it's better. Okay, so now they go into the water. We put them all into the water. Very nice. As I always say, the water has to taste like the sea, like the mare. The important part on this cooking the gnocchis is do not let them boil. As soon as they start simmering or start sort of whirling down the side, as you can see now, we just mix them through a bit, then we turn the water off and we let them sit for 5 minutes. Okay, so now water off. Water is hot enough. And after 5 minutes, we refresh them in a pot of cold water. Okay, so let's take them out and put them in the cold water. I hope you enjoyed my little refresher course on how to make gnocchi stress-free, and you have an absolute beautiful product. So I see you soon at Gunther's Kitchen on YouTube. Bye for now.